Yeah, well, welcome to Smith & Smith Xbox. Today I'm doing a review of the T25-2, the American tank destroyer, tier 7. And as you can see, got 3 barrel marks on that. Did that fairly recently. And really enjoyed this tank a lot, actually. It looks like a pretty robust tank. It looks like it's pretty bouncy, and the armors look strong if you look at it visually, but not quite so good when you look at the armor. But gonna pull up my stats here on this thing. So a couple hundred battles here. Just below the 95% that I got my 3 barrel marks on. You can see a hit ratio 70% is pretty good. And yeah, 56% win rate, so definitely getting the job done and impacting the matches a little bit in this tank. My typical win rate's sort of 52-53%, so you know, maybe a bit of luck, but also it's definitely feel like you're making a bit of an impact with the tank. So we're going to jump into the packages here. And it's a pretty easy road there to get that tier 8 gun. It's a 90mm. It's just start you out with a 90mm tier 7 gun, and then you get a little bit better, that AT gun. So you can see engine can definitely get around. Penetration here is okay at tier 7. 170 pens, not too bad. The premium ammunition, which I don't use too much of, but that's definitely gets the job done. Rolls for about 240, so it's the same as a sort of a Tiger hammer or something like that. I guess it's maybe that's the higher end on this, would be the lower end on the Tiger hammer or something like that. And the gun's pretty good, handles pretty well, not amazing. You'll miss the odd shot from distance, but it handles pretty good if you've got some skills. Definitely a good one to shoot from range for the most part. And camo value is excellent. If you definitely get some skills, put some paint on it maybe, but it's definitely a good sort of hiding around scouting kind of tank. Alright, so you get up to 56 kilometers per hour in this thing. It definitely moves around. It's very, very handy for sort of repositioning if you need to. You don't want to be sort of fighting the big heavy sort of face to face. It's actually quick enough where you can circle strafe some people. You'll see me sort of trying to do that in some of the gameplay. As I said, accuracy 0.35 is not terrible. It's pretty good. And with some skills and what have you, can get it down. Reload says 7.7, and again with some skills you can get that down sort of 7 seconds or maybe even below. So yeah, reload's not too bad. It does a decent amount of damage. I really like this tank. It'll bounce the odd shot here and there, but against the most tier 7 guns you're going to struggle. Even angled well. Again, radio, excellent. You know me, I don't care about the radio. And here you go, damage on the so you can roll anywhere from sort of 180 to 300 with this thing. So I think it says the average damage was like 240. It sounds about right. Like I said, that's pretty similar to a Tiger sort of. On the damage side, it's probably a little bit less on the penetration side. But a lot of times you're taking shots at people that can't see you, and so that's pretty good. And again, the premium ammo, if you use that, it's got a pretty good pen. And I used it once or twice. I killed a guy off one time. At the end, it was an AT-15 at the end of a game, just me and him. I loaded up the premium to get the kill shot, but yeah, usually I don't use it. And here I got some pretty good skills. So I've got the both camos, the moving and the still, some view range skills, snapshot. If you're the one sort of drawback to this tank is that turret rotation is a little slow. It's okay for strafing somebody, circle in, but you know, if somebody drives alongside you like a faster tank, Could get a little bit into trouble there if you need to get your turret around. Take a shot somewhere else, you can get a little tricky, but you know, there's always a drawback. It's a balancing feature. Otherwise, this tank would probably be a little bit OP if that turret moves that a little bit quicker. But yeah, again, not terrible. And at least it's got a turret. A lot of tank destroyers don't even have a turret, right? They can't move too far. At least this thing will move all the way around. You don't have to lose your camo to do that. So again, I got a camo net on here, obviously just to help that camo skill. Yep, get your load time down with the medium caliber tank hammer. And I do have the binos again if you're going to sit at distance. You know, and just with that camo and that extra view range, and you're still it's gonna be a real good sniper. Although just because of its speed, you know, you can relocate around. You can really change the game in this thing. You can get to positions to flank people, and you get view range for your team, and you can really make a mess of a game for the other team if you play this well. Again, I do have the camo on it just because I keep it, because I've free barrel marked it. I enjoy it, use it for ops, and again, I kind of like this thing. And even up to tier 9, it'll play up to tier 9, and even up to tier 9 you can do a job as long as you don't come up against somebody that probably two-shot you. Some of those tanks, maybe even one-shot you, who knows. But again, because of the camo value and you can hide and get around quickly, you know, if you're smart, you'll get yourself out of trouble most of the time. Alright, so I think we're going to get in some gameplay here, and we'll talk about that a little bit. I guess I'm going to take a quick look at the armor. It's seriously not very good. It's a tank destroyer. Again, if it had amazing armor on this thing, because of the speed and everything else, it'd just be too much. So yeah, we're not going to you know, dwell on that too much. Alright, some fishing around for it here. There you go. Alright, so you can see, looks pretty good there, doesn't it? That looks strong. But when you go back to the armor model, it's not all that good. Got a little bit of angle. So you can see that 70 to 91 mil, some of it on the front there, which again, every tank in the game, even tier 5s, are going to go through that with the angle there. You know, you might bounce one or two shots. I mean, you can see you're just, I mean, everybody's going to pen you from every angle, but you'll get the odd bounce here and there, especially off the turret. And if you can angle it, get a bit lucky. You definitely do bounce a few shots, but it's, yeah, you do not want to sit in a valley shooting back and forth with anybody with any type of gun. It's just not going to work. You need to be away, fighting from a distance. Use your speed and your camo. Don't use your armor. Alright, it's pretty good in that little. Oh, it's a good looking tank, I think, and again, a lot of fun to play. And some people don't really love it, but I do. Alright, so I'm here, and this is Scorpion Pass here, and I really like this little spot here. You get up the hill here and you can spot the tanks coming across on the other side of the map, on the high ground, and even some on the lower ground there. You can get still on this hill in this tank, it's good. They don't spot you. Unfortunately I got spotted there, so I had to move, but gun depression's decent on this thing too, so I didn't have to poke too far. Only one artillery. So that's the problem with this spot, is the artillery, if they're smart, will take a little look at you. Spot again, stayed there a bit too soon. A bit too long, sorry, but got away with it. See some guys going on the side, just gonna wiggle around here, get out of the way. Unspotted and out of harm's way. Still picking up some assists. Spider on. This guy did not see me, which is nice. Managed to reposition and still didn't see me. And you got the track. Oh, changed to that guy. So the gun's pretty good. Don't miss too many shots. So going for a slim one there and get that one too. It's just glorious when you're in a position like this. You got 2 or 3 tanks to shoot at. Everybody's, you know, trying to get away. I think it's nice when they drive through there and you spot them. So again, I'm up here, not spotted. And guy down the bottom, I think, spotted me. I'm staying up there too long because I had a shot on that guy. Took one. And another one. So, yeah, so that was that. You've seen on a couple of my videos here where I just stayed there half a second too long and took a couple of shots I didn't need to take. But I got tracked there, I'd have been dead. Again, just need to... Beautiful, look at that. Surely he's going to move now? Yeah? Come on. It's just... Why didn't he move? But, hey, it's all good. Alright, we're absolutely trolling this team now. So I think I probably start thinking that I'm going to go do some more damage somewhere. Because again, I'm chasing the barrel marks on this thing. At this time I think I only had 2. So as much as I don't, you know, this tank I don't necessarily want to get myself in any trouble. I'm eventually going to run out of targets over here. I'm sure there's an RE and a tank destroyer, so still sitting somewhere. I'm getting really brave now. I'm getting detected and I'm not even moving. And again, just trying to get a shot here and there. The artillery's still looking at me, so I figured like, I'm going to get out of here. Because that guy's there and I'm going to be shooting at that guy too. So I'm going down here. Oh yes. Wow. Boom. I think I've got a shot on that guy. So I'm going to mosey on over here, see if I can get some more spots. What do you think about artillery right now? It's always fun chasing an artillery down. This one's a good one for that because you can circle strafe those boys for sure. Alright, I'm going to get across the map here. I apologize, I think I stuck this together with another video. I think I was recording this and ran over, so I had to kind of record the last 5 minutes, and I apologize. I think I did a really ugly cut here, and I'm going to send you back in time to a few seconds ago when I was on the hill. But anyway, I guess it kind of illustrates a point here that how quickly you can get across the map in this tank. So again, I feel like there's not too much left here. People are handling it, and I think there are some people on that ridge over at sort of C9, D9, D0, and I feel like I'm going to go over there and see if I can at least spot them or do some more damage, because again, I'm chasing damage and assist ribbons and all that kind of stuff. So again, I'm on, you know, going to go halfway across the map here in probably like 30 seconds, and that's about as good as it gets. And that hill over there is pretty steep, and this thing's going to climb it relatively quickly. Let's see if there's a Brucey bonus up there for me when I get there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that, you know, based on where my tanks are, that everybody's right up the hill here. Anybody that's left. So again, a bit of a one-sided match, but I want to sort of show the view range, how your camo and view range works on this, how the gun works, and speed of the tank. And I think this relocating, like I was talking about, all those things, this video here definitely helps. Alright, so we're back here at the point I was at a few seconds ago, and this looks like slow, but believe me, this is a big hill, and most of the tanks on my team aren't getting up here before that clock runs out. So Alright, so I see... Already got spotted. You can wiggle up here. And flattens out a bit. So there's other... So pretty much everybody was up here. And... hiding out. But our guys have... Looks like our guys are taking care of that stuff on the right. Can I get to this guy in time? Oh, spotted me. He's probably going to shotgun me, maybe, if he wasn't looking at that other guy. And you can snapshot on this thing too. It's not horribly reliable with the old snapshot, but it's not awful either. And again, you'll pull off a few snapshots in this thing. It's not a Churchill or a VKH, but it'll do some things. Alright, so a couple thousand damage. Patrol duty, 3,800 of assists. Got a mastery. Top of the team by miles. And all I did was poke that ridge and use my camo on my gun, and yeah, it's pretty awesome. So alright, so here we are. We're on South Coast here, and this is a relatively new spot. I used to sort of lie down the hill here, and now I've found out that there's certain tanks you can get up on this little ridge. So it just gives you a little bit more elevation. There's a couple more shots you can make here than you would before. It's a pretty boring game actually, but it is a good end to it. So yeah, I'm sitting up here not getting spotted. Unfortunately there's only this narrow channel that you can see, but a lot of times guys will get spotted right where I'm pointing out, and you can I'll sit there, the base campers, and they're looking to make shots on people, you know, get themselves behind a rock, and then eventually somebody can get a shot in on them because they just can't escape, because if they move I shoot them. You know, eventually if they don't move, someone else is going to get them. And you do get some shots across to the town here as well. I'm sort of not... got him a little bit, hit something. And then, yeah, sort of repositioning, see if I can't scope something out. It's not terrible, this position. Just needs the game to develop a little bit. We're a little bit outnumbered there, but if I can help my team out, a couple of sniping shots, that's good. Oh, there we go. Come through the buildings. Oh, I'm very patient here. I'm surprised I haven't let one go yet. There, he did let one go eventually. Yeah. Oh, is this a kill shot? That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Look at that. That definitely helped the guys out a little bit. We are winning at the moment. Tight though. I think the guys are probably going to get overrun there if I don't help them out. And just sitting up here, it's not my favourite way to play the game, sitting sniping, but you've got the camo and you've got the gun, and you know, this is probably the way to play it. Reposition a little bit. Go. Get that. Looks like a turret shot on an IS. Is that an IS? It's a T25, but yeah, surprised that went through. Again, the pen on this gun's not awful, but I must have hit the weak spot or side of the turret or something. And a blind shot. I'll keep doing that until it doesn't hit. He must be sideways on or something. Alright, now the guys up there that originally I was pointing at. Somebody's moving. Tiger. Alright. So I'm up here. Got spotted, how about that? And I stayed there too long again. Like I gotta stop doing that. What's the point of sixth sense if you don't move when you get spotted? Yeah. Can I wear another one here? No. I'm picking up assist ribbons too. So I'm gonna reposition here obviously to get round and take some shots maybe back closer to the position I was, but get myself unspotted, maybe get behind some rocks. And oops, a little surprise. That's not. So what I was talking about, you don't want to be with a guy like this, fighting like this. Now, I said you can circle strafe, which you can, as I'm demonstrating. However, on the hill, It's not so easy because lucky there. Now downhill, so I've got a little bit of advantage here. And can I finish him? No. But I did get a bit more damage in, and got a bird's eye view of the last kill here, so that's always fun. And this guy is doing some circle strafing, and he doesn't care about the hill because, oh, I didn't want to drive into him, but he didn't care anyway. Alright, so that was, you know, not the most entertaining game, but still did show some of the, you know, that T25 got pretty close before he spotted me and I had to shoot at him. So yeah, a couple of thousand in damage, almost a couple thousand of assists. And there we go, I got my 3rd barrel mark on this game, so that was why I kind of wanted to show that. I eventually got the 3rd. Anyway guys, thanks for watching Smith & Smith Xbox, this T25 2 review, and putting a few more videos out lately. So see you next time.